Most people think financial freedom is some far-off dream. A mansion, a Ferrari, millions in the bank, but that's not true. Real freedom? It's quiet. It's subtle. And chances are you're closer to it than you think. No, you don't need to be rich. You don't need to retire. You don't need to win the lottery. You just need signs. Signals that you're on the right path. And in this video, we'll uncover 10 of them. Let's begin. Sign 1. You're no longer afraid to check your bank account. Meet Daniel. A few years ago, he'd swipe his card and hope for the best. He was allergic to bank apps. Financial dread ruled his mornings. But today, he checks his account daily. Not obsessively, just calmly. Why? Because he's in control. Awareness is power. And financial freedom starts with knowing your numbers, not hiding from them. If you've stopped fearing your finances, you're already freer than most. Sign 2. You live below your means. Vanessa made $80K a year. Her friends? All drove BMWs and lived in apartments with skyline views. Vanessa? She drove a used Toyota and split rent. They called her cheap. She called it discipline. 5 years later, they're drowning in debt. Vanessa owns 2 properties and sleeps well at night. Living below your means isn't just budgeting, it's rebellion. In a world addicted to spending, restraint is a superpower. If your lifestyle hasn't inflated with your income, you're winning. Sign 3. Your debt is shrinking or gone. You don't need to be debt-free to be free. But if your debt is shrinking month by month, if you're no longer adding to it, that's progress. Financial freedom isn't an event. It's a trend, a direction. Each time you make a payment instead of a purchase, you're inching closer. If you've stopped using credit to survive and started using cash to thrive, you're on the road to real wealth. Sign 4. You've started investing, even just a little. Warren Buffett didn't get rich by saving. He got rich by investing. Slowly, consistently, patiently. If you've opened a Roth IRA, bought your first index fund, dipped your toe into stocks, you've crossed a line 80% of people never do. You don't need thousands. You just need to start. Investing is the language of wealth, and every dollar you invest is a vote for your future self. If you've started, you're no longer just surviving, you're building. Sign 5. You value time over things. Max had a decision. Work overtime and buy the new iPhone, or skip it and spend a weekend with his daughter. He skipped the phone. Because time, not money, is the real currency. And once you begin trading money for time instead of time for money, you're thinking like the wealthy. Financial freedom isn't about having everything. It's about not needing it. When experiences matter more than purchases, you're closer than you think. Sign 6. You have an emergency fund, a flat tire used to feel like the apocalypse. Now, it's just a hiccup. An emergency fund is boring until it isn't. If you've got even 3 months of expenses saved, that's not luck. That's freedom. That's leverage. Most people are one paycheck away from panic. If you're not, you've escaped the hamster wheel. Sign 7. You earn from more than one source. Remember this name: income diversification. Every wealthy person has it. A side hustle, rental income, dividends, royalties. Something beyond just a paycheck. If your money comes from more than one place, you've reduced risk. Bought flexibility, bought options. Maybe it's just a few hundred a month now, but that second stream, it's a lifeline. And if it's growing, so is your freedom. Sign 8. You set financial goals and hit them. You don't need to be a millionaire, but if you've ever set a savings goal, crushed a debt payoff, increased your income intentionally, then you're doing something most people never do. You're moving with purpose. Goals are signposts on the road to freedom. Each one you hit is proof you're not lost. You're just getting closer. Sign 9. You don't need to impress anyone. Financial freedom isn't loud. It doesn't need validation. If you've stopped buying to impress, stopped flexing on social media, stopped caring what strangers think, you're free in a way money can't buy. Remember, real wealth whispers. If your self-worth no longer depends on your net worth, you've already made it further than most. Sign 10. You sleep well at night. No alarm bell from the bank. No sweating over bills. No dread in the morning. You may not be rich, but you're not anxious. Financial peace is underrated, but it's the truest sign you're on the path. If money no longer keeps you up at night, then freedom is already knocking. The closing truth, here's the twist. Financial freedom isn't a finish line. It's a mindset, a system, a series of habits. You don't arrive one day. You practice it daily. You say no more than yes. You plan more than panic. You build instead of binge. So if you've seen yourself in these signs, you're not just dreaming of freedom. You're already living it. If this video opened your eyes, don't keep it to yourself. Like it, share it, and subscribe for more real talk about money, freedom, and the quiet game of wealth. Your future self will thank you.